Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Toward the end of Acts, Paul had been warned that if he went to Jerusalem, he would be arrested. But he knew God wanted him there, so he went. And sure enough, he got arrested. But as the Roman commander was carting him off to rescue him from an angry mob of Jews, Paul asked if he could address them, this crowd that wanted him dead. Surprised, the officer allowed him to speak. This would be Paul's last words to the city he loved, and it's such a beautiful testimony. He began by speaking in Aramaic, the people's language, which quieted the crowd. Somehow they were truly listening to what he had to say. "I'm a Jew, just like you," he told them, "born in Tarsus, thus a Roman citizen of some standing. But I was brought up in this city." He was a hometown boy. "I was educated at the feet of Gamaliel, the most prominent of the rabbis, according to the strict manner of the law of our fathers," that's the Old Testament law, "and the rabbinic traditions." He knew the law. He was highly educated. "I was zealous for God, as all of you are this day." I don't blame you. Zealousness is a good thing, and you're all zealous for God. Paul was identifying with the people. He was saying, "I was just like you before Jesus got a hold of me. I was so zealous, I persecuted this way to death, binding and delivering to prison both men and women, as the high priest and the whole council of elders can bear me witness. Like you, I thought the way was blasphemous too, until I found out it was true. I've been where you all are now. In fact, I took letters from Jerusalem to Damascus to arrest followers and bring them back to Jerusalem. I have witnesses right here." Then he told how he had met Jesus on the road to Damascus, was blinded by God's light, and how a Christian named Ananias, one whom he had come to Damascus to bring back in chains, had healed him and told him the calling on his life. Paul was ready in any situation to share his testimony of how Jesus changed his life. Most people in this situation would just be trying to figure out a way to safety. But Paul loved these people. They were his people. They were his family. He didn't want them dying and going to hell when he could have shared with them. So even in the midst of this crisis, in the middle of being arrested, in the middle of an angry mob wanting to kill him, he took the opportunity to tell them how Jesus got a hold of him and changed him from the inside out. Would you be ready at a moment's notice to share your testimony of what God has done for you? I know I've said this before, but I would encourage you, if you haven't already done so, to write it out. Get all your facts straight in your head. Put them down in a logical progression. Like Paul, tell what you were like before. Maybe you weren't a thief or a murderer or something. Maybe you grew up in the church. That's great. But why did you personally decide to ask Jesus into your heart? Was there an emptiness you could fill no other way? Did you realize you needed to respond in complete surrender? And what has God done for you since? Has He given your life meaning and purpose? Has He guided your footsteps? Has He given you a specific calling? Perhaps He's progressively taken you out of some stronghold. Tell about those things. Notice Paul's testimony was short. Try to make yours 3 minutes or less. Then if you want to elaborate on any one point because of your specific audience, you can. Just keep it short. I challenge you to start on that tonight. I'd love to read your testimony if you'd like to send it to me.
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to share a treasure God has given you by doing an episode, please contact us. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you'll find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.